In late-breaking Olympic news, Donald Trump just swept the gold medals in narcissism and self-glorification by stealing the spotlight from U.S. athletes with a bizarre move, and I have all the details and reactions coming up next. I'm Dan, and thank you for watching Occupy Democrats. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for all of our reports on that man who acts like he's taken a hockey puck to the head. And speaking of self-glorification, let's begin with this raising of banners that is raising concerns about his cognitive fitness. Have a look, and on the other side, I'll have his golden self-shower of Olympic affection.
I'm Joanna Coles. This is the Daily Beast podcast, and nobody has chronicled the president's health, I think, with more meticulously than the Daily Beast. We've chronicled his cankles, his chronic venous insufficiency, his strange gait, his inability to pronounce certain words. And certainly nobody has paid more attention to the president's mental state and his psychological state than Dr. John Gardner. He's a former assistant professor at Johns Hopkins University. He's a clinical psychotherapist, and he brings such attention to detail. He's a fan favorite here at the Daily Beast, and I love talking to him because he always makes the point that Donald Trump is a man who is hiding in plain sight. He's been with us in public life for 50 years. We've got so many recordings of his to judge his current form against. And that's why I think Dr. John is unparalleled in his ability to analyze what is going on with the president. I don't want to say unintelligent because he's clearly very smart in all sorts of ways, but how unrefined his introduction was. And in theory, the informality of it might be a good thing, that we don't need everything to be so highfalutin. But it just struck me as under-researched, but he loved the attention.
I think that you could say that about him in general. I mean, he has very little intellectual curiosity, very little capacity to concentrate, very little interest in anything having to do with the country. He's only interested in himself, in aggrandizing himself and putting his name on things, his picture on things. He recently unfurled a giant banner of his face on the Justice Department. What could be more creepy, right? It's the Trump Justice Department. It's the Big Brother Justice Department. I
missed that. Where did he put the picture?
This just happened. He unfurled a gigantic, multi-story picture of himself on the front of the Justice Department. The Justice Department makes it particularly creepy because, of course, he's persecuting his enemies and shielding his friends and taking their name out of the Epstein files. And so, it's Big Brother's Justice Department. Justice is what Big Brother says it is. But we have someone with a brain disorder. Okay, a deteriorating brain disorder, so they have no internal controls or judgment. Donald Trump's id is now sort of in control of the world because he has no frontal lobes, he has no advisors, we have no constitution, we have no checks and balances. It's like everything just radiates from his id, and there's not a single thing to sort of stop an impulse in his disturbed brain from becoming a war.
And that lack of impulse control brings us to our featured story. While Americans were celebrating the hockey team's gold medal, that childlike id of Trump's whispered, "Hey Donald, grab that AI video that someone just sent you and post that instead of a message befitting a leader." And here's the video with reactions. Republicans against Trump began the elbows-high onslaught with, Trump just shared a bizarre AI video of himself as a hockey player winning Olympic gold for Team USA. His numbers are sinking like a rock, so now he's got to insert himself into other people's wins. Beyond pathetic. Wu-Tang for the Children said, of course Trump posted this ridiculous AI slot making Team USA men's hockey win all about himself. Call to Activism commented, this is not normal. Donald Trump just posted a video inserting himself in last night's Olympic victory and depicts him punching and beating Canadian hockey players. There is no planet where this is normal or presidential. Trump is an embarrassment to the world and he is very ill. And just Abby Logical posted, only Trump can turn a hockey game into something political and all about him. Completely unhinged and a slap in the face to all the players that worked their asses off to land on Team USA and win that gold. This has nothing to do with that, asshole. And if that's not enough humiliation scored by Trump against the United States, he also managed to botch the women's gold medal. Shannon Watts pointed out, Trump tells the U.S. men's hockey team he's going to begrudgingly invite the women's gold-winning team to the White House too, or else he'll be impeached. The male players then laugh at the idea that the women would be included. And in breaking news, the women just declined his invitation to visit the White House.
U.S. women's hockey team said it declined President Donald Trump's invitation to attend his State of the Union address. This comes a day after the president jokingly said he had to also invite the women after inviting the men after their win on Sunday. Team cited scheduling issues as the reason they could not attend.